let's bust a review of the game, man. Let's bust a review of the game. Um, but yeah, man, what can you say, really? I don't know for any other Arsenal fans, but I never had no hope in Norwich and all of these things. I like to control my own futures, and I've been saying that all season. It's done now, innit? Like, we finished fifth. We'd have taken that in August, but as things, I think people fail to understand goals can shift in terms of what you're trying to accomplish. And since top four became available, some man was saying third, it's disappointing. It's something to build on, but there's a lot of self-inflictingness, which we'll go through on another day. But yeah, man, obviously, game week 38, nothing really to play for. It's nice to win, innit? First things first. Cheap goal to concede once again, really, making the start to the second half, really. And at half time, fans a bit nervous because it was one-sided traffic. I think Everton, considering the fact that I'm not moaning at all, man. You're just hearing what you want to hear, and it's that sort of stuff as to why Arsenal ain't going to get anywhere. If we win, you have to shut up. If you lose, you have to waffle. Please listen or fuck off. Anyways, apart from any of that, people. Yeah, man. Again, it kind of summed us up. When the sun's shining, the grass is cut. Arsenal want to play football. There's not really any pressure because, again, ironically, the pressure wasn't on us because the top four is gone, in it. It would be more so on Spurs if they did bottle Norwich. So that is when Arsenal turn up. As I was saying, I think Lampard probably paid Arsenal a bit too much respect. I think we're not keeping any clean sheets. We're not really a good defensive side, if any. I think he should have looked to ask more questions. He has Damari Gray, he has Calvert-Lewin, all these guys on the pitch. I don't think he asked enough questions of us. So that invited us to go forward, which you saw us do. I think Odegaard was decent. Cedric and Tavares, by their own standards, done a lot of booky things today, but also had good games. It's really one-sided effort, really. The goal we conceded was terrible, but yeah, man, it was nice to take the lead when we did. Obviously, first 20 minutes, very one-sided. It is what it is, it will be helping us out. Concedes a penalty, we score. If I was Everton at half-time, I would have sat there and said, it's basically 1-1. They got a soft penalty. If I was Lampard, I wouldn't say it's soft, but I would have said that. I would have said Arsenal haven't really done anything. We didn't really work Begovic, really. It was obviously nice to see us exploit set pieces again throughout the game. Eddie and Nketiah made it 2-0. I think Xhaka did a great number on Dele Alli. Dele Alli was rattled in Cedric and Xhaka's movement. Everton couldn't cope. Much like us, Everton were a bit nervous and a poor defensive side away from that, people. So, yeah, I don't think we really asked Begovic any questions. I wouldn't say it was a low-key affair, but as an Arsenal fan, it was kind of one-sided traffic. And again, the difference is putting daylight between the two sides, really and truly, which we failed to do, really. So yeah, man, they got their goal towards the end of the half, doing foolishness from an Arsenal perspective, whether it's Ramsdale holding several players in it. Again, Van der Beek's done well to run, but Van der Beek's a midfielder, so I am looking at my midfielders and saying, what's going on? How have you lost your runner? That sums up our season, much like the goals we conceded at against Leeds, the one goal against Leeds, the two at Newcastle, or the three, I can't even remember, and how many other against Spurs. Just all season, that's been a thing. I think we're bugging out. There was even a couple of nervy moments from Saka and Tavares defensively, but generally, it wasn't much to be said. And at halftime, I'm sitting there, it's just another cheap goal on the edge of halftime, making things nervous. We're not following runners. Didn't really have a clue what we're doing. But apart from that, considering what is that, what we're doing, I've seen us play a lot worse. Really and truly, there just should be more daylight between the two teams. Once again, we showed our naivety on the goal we conceded. Second half, I did feel the first 2-3 minutes we're looking like Everton are going to kind of normalize this, but then we kind of came out swinging and the goal started to flurry in it, like I said, in it. So all in all, we've 3 decent goals, I believe, originating from set pieces. Nice to see Eddie, Laka, and Pepe be able to, and maybe El Nene, their contracts are running up, say bye. Decent day out for the fans. They've seen 6 goals, is what it is. Even Cedric hit a decent goal, really and truly. But yeah, and it's nice for the season to just be done, really, isn't it? So with that being said, that's all you can really say, innit? It's just this is when the work for next season should start. You lot should, have a delayed holiday coming early, and now we go on to the transfer